John Legend went straight into defense mode the second Nicki Minaj typed it out on X, saying, "Everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has had a allegedly," and you could feel how personal it got fast. This was Nicki saying it like it was already common knowledge, daring him to respond, and the moment he did, fans treated it less like a clapback and more like permission to reopen everything people were already whispering about his wife. What made John's reaction feel even louder is that it came right as he's been parading this image of a perfect marriage, selling the idea that their bond is unbreakable, while the timeline is sitting there saying this is the same woman whose past never stays buried no matter how hard he tries to keep it buried.
Marry somebody you really love and respect and you actually enjoy being around. She's my best friend. We have a great time together.
Because the second Nicki's tweet landed, people pulled receipts, and the first thing that flooded back was Chrissy's deleted tweets, the ones people never forgot. And once those screenshots start circulating again, John defending her feels less like protection and more like denial. And that's when fans started stacking it, reminding everyone this is about a pattern, because Chrissy was also exposed years back for sending private messages to an underage girl, urging her to kill herself, and now she's sitting comfortably as a judge on a Netflix reboot like none of that ever happened, while John is acting shocked that people refuses to forget. So when John calls out Nicki like she crossed some unforgivable line, the pushback is instant, because people are saying you don't get to act offended now when your wife's own digital footprint built the image Nicki just named out loud, and that's where the tension really flips. And the timing makes it worse, because this all sits on top of moments where Chrissy herself leaned into controversy without hesitation, like when she openly admitted, "Everything about me is fake except my cheeks," which used to be framed as self-awareness, but now people are replaying it like a confession that lines up a little too well with what Nicki just accused her of. Then clips resurface that add a whole different layer, like that Grammy moment where Trevor Noah mocked Nicki Minaj by saying she wasn't there because she was at the White House with Donald Trump, while Chrissy Teigen is right there on camera waving goodbye, smiling, unbothered, and now fans are saying Chrissy always laughed when the jokes were aimed somewhere else. And it doesn't stop there, because people also drag back that old video where John and Chrissy were caught kicking 3 girls out of a photo booth, which in this moment isn't seen as harmless celebrity awkwardness, but as entitlement, control, and that same power dynamic people accused Chrissy of abusing online years ago. That's why the fan reactions turn vicious fast, with tweets straight up calling John washed, calling his wife transgender, questioning his sexuality by association, saying Chrissy gives ladyboy vibes, and instead of this staying fringe, it spreads because people feel like John only speaks up when the attack embarrasses him personally. And the more John leans into the wholesome husband routine, the worse it looks to people who feel like he's ignoring the real reason this keeps coming back, because instead of addressing why Chrissy's name still triggers these reactions, he treats Nicki like she invented the narrative, when in reality, she just said it louder than everyone else. What makes this hit harder is that Nicki didn't backpedal, which tells fans she either knows something she's not saying, or she knew John would react exactly like this and wanted the spotlight on his wife's past again, knowing fans would do the rest without her lifting another finger. And the uncomfortable part nobody wants to say out loud is this: if Nicki was really lying out of nowhere, why did her tweet instantly unlock years of receipts people were already holding on to? And what happens if the next person who says it doesn't stop at allegedly? 50 Cent just confirmed he wants to make a whole documentary on JayZ and Epstein, and Beyonce is furious. Sources say Beyonce is really worried about how this could affect her brand, and apparently she already pulled together her legal team to see if they can stop 50 from moving forward with the doc.
You crazy if you think all hell ain't about to break loose with the JayZ Epstein files. If you haven't heard, 50 Cent is about to do a documentary like he did on Diddy. He about to do some like surviving JayZ type.
So 50 Cent just set the culture on fire after teasing a new documentary about JayZ and his alleged ties to Epstein. This all comes after Jay's name popped up in the latest Epstein files alongside Pusha T and Harvey Weinstein. And of course, 50 was quick to react on social media. In a post on Instagram, 50 wrote, "Damn, they got your man Jay in the Epstein files. I gotta do a doc on this ish." Now let's break down how JayZ even ended up in the Epstein files. Jay's name appears in what's called an FBI intake or tip report. That's basically a record of what someone told investigators, and these intake reports exist so investigators don't ignore potential leads. So in this specific case, the report comes from a woman who contacted the FBI and claims she was abducted, incapacitated with illegal substances, and woke up in a room with Harvey Weinstein and JayZ in Epstein's Florida mansion. Now, the reason people are side-eyeing JayZ isn't just because of this one document. It's because this comes after years of rumors and allegations allegations, going all the way back to the 90s. A big part of that history is Jay's friendship with R. Kelly. They worked together, toured together, and even put out a joint album. And according to Dame Dash, this was after JayZ already found out what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah.
Did Jay know about what he did to Aaliyah?
Did he know that everybody knew R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15? Everybody knew.
And then there's Diddy. JayZ and Diddy came up in the same era, ran in the same circles, and eventually they became so close that Diddy claimed Jay was like family to him and someone he calls when he's in trouble.
This is extended family. You've been there with me through my ups and downs. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call. It's my strategist right here. This is my brother.
So when JayZ's name shows up anywhere near allegations similar to what Diddy was accused of, people immediately start connecting dots. And that Jane Doe lawsuit is part of this too. Even though it got dismissed, the whole situation felt weird to a lot of people. The case didn't just quietly go away. There were questions about how it was handled, and even rumors that the woman was pressured or threatened into dropping her accusations. But that's not all. Alex Spiro, the lawyer who helped JayZ get the Jane Doe lawsuit dismissed, also showed up in the newly released Epstein files, and he's described in one email as a stone-cold killer. And then you've got the bigger conversation about JayZ's track record with young women in the music industry. Names like Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, Tira Marie, Rihanna, and even Beyonce often get pulled into these discussions, with allegations that JayZ was always circling women who were way too young for him. So when Jay's name shows up in the Epstein files, all that history comes flooding back. And now on top of that, you've got 50 Cent stirring the pot, so you never know what else could resurface. We already saw how 50 managed to dig up things about Diddy for that documentary that a lot of people didn't even know existed. Now the question is, can Beyonce actually stop 50 from making a doc on JayZ? Well, the internet doesn't seem to think so. In fact, fans are saying Beyonce should probably stay quiet, or better yet, divorce Jay before the whole house of cards collapses. Because if Beyonce keeps poking the bear, also known as Curtis Jackson, she might end up getting pulled into that documentary herself. And once 50 decides you're part of the narrative, all bets are off.